Hey guys, welcome back to Grim Reaper coming at you for another video for Raid Shadows. Hopefully doing well and hopefully looking after yourselves. Positive start to the week. The fusion's kicking off tomorrow. We're all looking forward to the fusion. I know most people are probably skipping it. I'm going to do the fusion anyway. Today's video is not really to call the fusion, but we'll talk about it a little bit because I know that the YouTube community like to kind of feel my thoughts on it. The fusion is kind of a meh, if I'm being honest. I've seen the multipliers and etc. Nothing too special. However, it is a fragment fusion. I am bored inside raids because I skipped the last fusion, so I will be doing this fusion myself because I champion fragment fusions. Always good to keep for like Queen of Heart events, other fusions like classics and hybrids that could be quite hard, and keeping them as well, which is pretty useful to someone with really bad 15x events or going for bits and bobs like Queen of Hearts, etc. Even like stuff like He-Man, honestly, where I opened a couple of them as well for the Path event or something like that. So they're definitely one of those. I think it was for relics actually, which is why I would say keep them as well. So today's video is going to be a video to do with the community events. We are coming to the close of it now. All of us would have gained our one submissive yesterday when this video goes live. I'm recording this on a Sunday. This video will go live on the Monday. So yeah, kind of a lot going on, and we have kind of this new website that Raid have shared with the content creators and stuff like that. So there is some rewards in today's video, as the thumbnail would have suggested. So go ahead and stick towards the end of the video where we're talking about that. Please don't post your UI number in the comments and just leave it there. I will tell you how to do that. So make sure you skip towards the end of the video if you want to win some goodies. So we're going to go ahead and look at this. There is the normal community event. Some interesting stuff in here. So for a live arena, for example, the most banded champion in each arena is Arbiter, apparently in silver and gold, which is very interesting. I feel like she's a very champion to kind of counter, if I'm being honest. And then a Sung Wong as well in bronze. I know one stage Sung Wong was the most banded champion in gold. I think How Hades did a video on it. Then we've got a couple of the top 4 players in the arena. The players with the most wins in Plarium, whatever, and it's going to go to Constantine, Infinite, Timoth, and Aim 4, which is from God's Legends. There's been 18 numbers of winners who won Platinum Arena. I know Panda, I believe Panda has won 3, and I think Brackus has won 2 from SP1 in the past couple of months, over the last 3 or 4 months. So SP are looking pretty strong in Platinum Push with that area. I know Mad and IPR have won a couple as well. Then we have like clan total activities, clan spent, etc., which to be honest doesn't really kind of get my curiosity. But to be fair, in Chimera we have Ninja and Lydia, which has come through. That makes kind of sense. Lydia is like S tier. She brings so much to this. Then we have the total siege wins, which is quite a few of the clans coming through. We have OC Wrath, which are now not part of the OC cluster, which is the cluster I'm involved in. They are now sins, so that's definitely something they should change. Then we have Nicholas's clan, who is a Twitch streamer, really solid content creator, who's not official content creator, but he's a really solid streamer on Twitch. You should definitely go check him out. He's a really good and knowledgeable player in live arena. Then we have my cousin clan, OC Conquest as well, and then the Greeks overall, which are quite popular, obviously, in that community as well. Then we have the siege total damage of 86%, and then the most popular one would be the supports only, which can be quite difficult if you've got the right ones. And then we have relics, which the most crafted relic is a cat gaze, because it was a tournament one. There's only been a total of 47 players clearing Curse City each month since Curse City has been released, which honestly, how big Raidshadowlegends is, that kind of says everything about the content in Curse City, which, you know, is not, I don't feel like this is a good number, Raid. I don't think it's something that we should be proud of. I knew that I missed the first month of the Curse City, and every other rotation I have cleared, which is would have made me 48 of them total players if I cleared the first rotation. I think I only missed a couple of on that as well. I just feel I couldn't do it. I could actually do it. I just didn't have the motivation. But I did clear every single one after that. Still only got one mythical from remnants, so it hasn't really done me any good. And I've still waited 8 months for the 5-star Carnage, right? So that's something that is it. I'm trying not to be negative, but that's the way that thing. There's only been 14,571 players that have collected High Mother Maud. She is extremely difficult, probably the hardest champion out of all the free champions to gain. And to be honest, I don't even think the free to play will ever see her. 4 is the most used champion of this year, which is great to see. Sorry, in total. And then Lady Mikage has a good number of summons as well, which is great to see overall. So there is the communities stuff, and then we have some personal information, and we'll talk about the ones that I'm proud of myself. So this is to check out the Raid 2024 in review. This is what I'm looking at as a content creator. It's kind of good to see how active content creators are in general. So you can see my personal stuff is pretty there. I'm not the biggest spenders, if I'm being honest. So it's one of them ones. You can see that I've sold a total of 59,000, just over 59,000 artifacts. So bear in mind, I barely spent any energy on like stuff like that, which is pretty cool. You can see I've done a total of 8,300 and 6,333 runs of Sand Devil and Phantom Shogun, which mainly is when C vs C is going on. Everything else I mainly farm in fusions. To be honest, Spider is only so high because the main thing of that would be because of like fusions when I finish off Dungeon Divers, etc. I normally tend to go for Spider or for the event dungeon if I'm farming that. So that's one thing I'd kind of look at. And then I've only summoned 54 legendaries recently, which is something I don't buy shards anyway. I only tend to buy voids every now and again, which I haven't bought any in 2025. And I've only bought the ultimate mix pack, which has 2 voids, an ancient and 4 primals for $30 if I'm not mistaken, some gems and some energy. That's the only one I tend to pay for in 2024. So you'll see here. So what am I proud of then? It's going to be the Chimera, honestly, for this. So I make Chimera content a lot. I do make Hydra content every now and again. Not since the nerfs happen. I don't tend to do so much in Hydra, but I do still make videos in Hydra time to time. I don't really care for Hydra. I do about 5 million each week, and they're full auto keys. I can run a Trunder key. I just choose not to because I don't want to waste 2 to 4 hours on my time a week. With that, I have a newborn baby, 6 months old, and I would rather spend my time in Chimera or making content instead, or doing takeovers, etc. I have a lot to manage on my scale. I do mangle my Chimera a lot, and that's where most of my gameplay goes in P vs E as well as Curse City on my account. So that's like the 2 areas I kind of play the most when I'm not autoing anything. Right now, I do roughly between 220 to 257 million in Chimera. Now, they're not big numbers for some people, but for an average player, they are big numbers. And I'm not using any mythicals. I'm actually just using Marius, Carnage, Duchess, Lydia, and Negmo, right? So it's a pretty standard team, but it does do 14 to 15 trials on Nightmare and Ultra Nightmare. It's a great team. I will link the video down in the description. You can could go ahead and check that out. There's a few builds have changed, so there will be a couple of videos out there so you can kind of see the updates of that. And I guess another thing as well, honestly, getting the arena badge of the 10 wins in a row was pretty nice on my account because it's pretty stacked for the average player. But when I'm playing the top players, it's not that stacked, if I'm being honest. So that is probably my biggest achievement in Raid recently on my account with that. So yeah, that's kind of it for that. So let's talk about the goodies and the rewards that you guys want to hear about, because that's what you're mainly watching for, not for me to ramble on. So each CC will give 5 winners to 300 gems, 1 6-star accuracy glyph, which it was speed, 3 energy refills, and 50 random brews. Not the best rewards, but it's better than normal. That's pretty useful, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, 300 gems is, I think, 5 energy pots, if I'm not mistaken, right? 300 divided by 40, which is going to be apparently 7.5 energy pots. I might have screwed that up, if I'm being honest. So you've got, let's say you got 10.5 times by 30 energy. So I'm not add. Oh, Jesus Christ. My maths is better than this, I promise. 10.5 is going to be roughly around about 1,000 energy if you kind of look at it. So how do you win this? So I want you guys to go ahead, go through this website in Raid and have a look at your personal stats. And I want you to let me know in the Discord, sorry, not in the Discord, at the bottom of this video, of your biggest achievement and obviously your UI number, etc. So I've got 5 winners. I will pick 2 from the comments and I'll release the other 3 winners from my Twitch streams, because I'd like to do both. And we'll be doing a giveaway which will be marble races, which will be done on roughly, I think, the 8th of March or the 9th of March. So I'm really curious to kind of see everyone's results. So go ahead to my Discord group. I would like you guys to post this in the Discord group. I'm gonna say post it under the flex here as well, and I'll also activate a event on when I'm gonna do the giveaways on Twitch, which will be a link there and everything. And I'll drop a link to my Twitch overall. I will also drop a link to this website in here as well. All you need to do is add your UI number into the website once you pressed onto personal here, and then you'll add your account name as well in the exact way. So that's the way to kind of do it. I guess I can kind of show you here because everything on mine saved. You kind of just do that and you get your stats overall, right? So that's kind of how you do it. It's pretty simple, nothing of a big brain needed for that. Hopefully we do get a promo code or 2 from Raid as well. So I guess that is about it. Let me know down in the comments your personal best achievement and why, and put your UI number and stuff in the description with the best comments. I will pick 2 winners out of everyone's comments, and then the 3 winners will be done on Twitch stream roughly around about the 8th of May. So yeah, go ahead and do that. Streams go live at 3 p.m. GT time. Marble races is always fun. I will also be doing my content creator gem giveaways as well on 11th of May. Also, we should be on marble races as well, and that would be 540 gems and 1 ancient shard as a tier 2 content creator, which I get to give away once a month. So there you are. I will activate the tournaments soon in the description. Go ahead and check out the rest of the videos from the content creators. And as usual, hopefully you enjoy this video. It's a bit something different. And as usual, please remember to like, comment, subscribe. I'll be Grim. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.